Sun and Moon, and Sword and Shield cards are falling due to one simple problem. Sadly, Scarlet and Violet will have the same problem, and the prices will be negatively affected. For some reason, this problem won't end. But first, what is this terrible problem, and why is it so bad? In short, it's PSA population. The populations on some of these cards, especially the big ones like the Moonbryon and the Latios and Latios, have been skyrocketing, meaning there's more in existence, so people will be willing to pay less. That is a founding principle for supply and demand, which in many ways contributes to the Pokemon market. Actually, I have a whole video covering it. But as you can see here, there was around 1,465 cards graded for the Secret Rare and XY Flashfire, the most valuable Charizard in that set. You see 1,465. The number right next to it, 177, is how many are in 10s, and the number right next to that, to the left, is how many are in 9s, which is 675. Now let's compare that to just an era later, the most valuable card, the Latios and Latios GX. You see, on the other hand, 2,549 cards, 1,229 of them being in PSA 10s, and 809 of them being in PSA 9s. That's a huge increase. Now you think, oh, that's bad. Well, surely it can't get worse. Oh, I'm sorry it can. So here you have 2,402 cards graded in a PSA 9. 10,260 being in a PSA 10, and overall 13,598 being graded overall. When you have 10,000 plus copies of something in the same grade, people are willing to pay less, which is why the Moonbryon has been dropping since and will continue to drop, as this is just as of now. People are still getting this card graded and still pulling it. So both of these numbers are just going to keep on increasing, and the prices will sadly do the opposite. Now, I think part of it has been that people have been more concerned about condition, and with condition concerns comes people putting them into sleeves, taking better care, and getting them graded immediately after being pulled. This increases the amount in PSA 10s and 9s as people are being more careful, whereas opposed to the X and Y era, where people just more cared about them as for fun and not as much profit. And overall, I think that this explains why Scarlet and Violet will have the same problem, as people are being only more and more careful with these cards. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. See you next time. Later.